We have 12 minutes and 7 seconds left until we tip off here at the Berman Hebrew Academy. It's the Magen David Warriors against the Berman Hebrew Academy Cougars. What looks like to be an amazing matchup ready for. Ready? And we're back in a special edition of Berman basketball here. The Berman Hebrew Academy Cougars against the Magen David Warriors. I'm Benny Margulies. Alongside me is Isaac Kushner. Isaac, give me some background about tonight.
Here we are, the Magen David Warriors, the #1 ranked team in the Jewish basketball world, against our home Berman Cougars, undefeated in the Potomac Valley Athletic Conference. A massive matchup tonight, huge for Sarachek implications. We'll see how the Magen David Warriors respond after taking a heartbreaking 19-point loss at Friday in the Lions' Den.
Yeah, Isaac, just like you just said, a 19-point loss against the JDS Lions, a friendly rival of the Cougars. And what did we see in that game that we could maybe see in this one?
We just saw not a lot of heart from these Magen David Warriors, the #1 ranked team in the Jewish world, of course. Sierra Canyon holds that title, but they just looked a little bit sloppy out there, not themselves from what we've seen in their normal games. It was a little bit odd to see them not doing what they're usually doing. But let's see how they bounce back tonight. They had a full Shabbos to recover. I'm sure they're upset about what occurred on Friday, and let's see how they respond. How do you think?
Now that they have some nice kugel and chillin in their bellies, they should be fully energized.
Exactly, an entire Shachar Mincha Maariv to discuss what went wrong.
So before we start, let's talk about matchup to matchups. We have leading the Magen David Warriors, and actually for quite some time has been guard number 23, Albert Nasiri. He has been basically everything. From shooting, driving, all that comes with it, he's got it all. And same goes with the Berman Cougars and Ali Lowenstein. Both actually left-handed shooters, interestingly, and seniors. So it's going to be interesting to see them duel tonight.
Yeah, Ali Lowenstein and Albert Nasiri, both two of one of the top Jewish players here in the United States of America. Both incredible talents. Both have been doing it for a long time for their teams. I like to see how the two captains lead their teams and to see how both of these players are going to take this high-intensity matchup game to see what they can do with it.
Okay, and we are just about underway here. Final buzzer sounds. Final moments from their coaches to players. Our starting five will be heading onto the court. We will give you them momentarily. So already a good stacked crowd here at the Berman Hebrew Academy. Looking to increase in fans still. A later game, so we won't expect as much, but still going to be a nice, probably their first big game here at the Coliseum.
Looked like sophomore Andrew Pinchot will be replacing the injured Ezra Diamond tonight and sick Jake Liviaden tonight with the starting lineup. He's a sophomore, great shooter from the corner. He's a solid 6'1", can get high up there, and let's see how he helps this Cougars lineup tonight.
Today for the Magen David Warriors, we have Eddie Shrem, Teddy Cohen, Albert Nasiri, Joe Sultan, and Jacob Bijou here tonight to start off the game. I think this is Andrew's first career varsity start, so it'll be interesting to see how he faces up here. Being a teammate of Andrew last year, his first couple starts actually came towards the postseason, and that's when he really came and shined. So this could be his big moment here.
Yeah.
So here we go with the tip-off. Magen David vs. Berman, starting right now.
Andrew wins the tip. Zach Solomon gets the ball, passes to Ben. The sophomore guard here brings up the ball here for the Cougars.
Dribbles with such ease. Looking forward to see what he can do tonight.
Yeah, Ben, a really crafty combo guard. Let's see. He's only a sophomore, but he's already starting and leading this Cougars team. Mo gets the ball here.
So already a lot of talking on defense from MDY, forces a turnover from Moritz Berlin-Milner, and they're going to take over the possession. Here goes Teddy Cohen from the top of the key. Looking for Nasiri, he won't be able to get it. Driving in is Cohen, back out to Nahamis, back out to Nasiri, and then out to Cohen to reset.
The key in this game will be getting Nasiri involved. He was held to only 7 points on JDS. Let's see how he can get himself involved. The best player, arguably, in the Jewish world. Let's see how he gets involved tonight.
Yeah, a lot of passing so far from Magen David, looking for an open bucket. Still can't find it. Good move by Nasiri, looking for the bucket, but can't get it. They have to reset again. A minute has gone by, still no score from both teams.
Cohen dribbles the ball around 5 feet up from the three-point line, hits direct, passes to
I think that's Nahamias.
Nahami passes to Bijou. Nasiri gets involved. Can't find anything. Good defense here from the Cougars. Really good defense.
Really holding MDY to nothing right here. Exactly what they want. There's no shot clock, so MDY can take as much time as they want.
Direct passes to Nahamis. Good pass there.
Yeah, and they found the exact play that they wanted right there. The curl right to the basket. MDY starts on a press and an early foul right there.
No, I believe they're going to call it a travel.
Oh, they're calling it a travel. Oh, my God. I guess I read that ref signal wrong, so it's going to stay with MDY after the quick bucket.
The Magen David Warriors are really famous for their full court press. They run it in almost all the Yeshiva League games, and that was what all the fans were so peculiar about. Why didn't they run that famous full court press with JDS? I don't know. But they're running it here to start off the game here versus that Berlin.
Yeah, so Dweck takes the three. He's going to miss. And a rebound from Sperling Milner cannot hold on. And MDY's going to get another chance at it. This is going to be the third possession in a row off turnovers from the Cougars. A backdoor cut from Nasiri. He can't hold on. Lowenstein's going to take the charge. He's going to reset it back out to Winters, and the Cougars are going to look to score here.
Mo swings the ball back to Ben. Bang misses a hard cut. Finds Ellie across the corner. Ooh.
Just missed that opportunity right there from pin shot. Ball was a little in front of him. Yeah, so you can hear Jonas Inger saying, seal harder. He's got a big body right there, so he's just got to seal him.
Yeah, so far already the Magen David Warriors looking a lot better than they did in that performance versus JDS. They look more alive. They look like they got energy, playing, cutting harder. Nasiri as he takes the ball here. Yeah,
just more energized. I think it was a wake-up call. Like, this won't come easy. They have to put in some work if they want to get dubs. So here we go with MDY. Back out to Albert Nasiri. 5:43 left on the clock. Takes the three and nothing but net right there from Nasiri. It's 5-0 MDY.
That's nothing but old school Nasiri right there, hitting the back of the net. He's a shooter. He's a playmaker. He will, of course, have a bounce-back game. All great players do.
Nice defense from Nasiri. Really could not let Lowenstein walk. And an early 5-0 lead from MDY. They look energized. They look poised. They look great coming into this game. But the Cougars look a little flustered. Back to Solomon. Solomon finds Sperling Milner, who's going to pass it inside, far away from pin shot. And they're going to reset again. Inside to Sperling Milner, attacking baseline. Passes inside to Lowenstein. He's going to lose it, and it's going to go back to MDY.
Yeah, the Cougars look a little jumpy early, making some careless mistakes. I'm sure they'll get into it. It's a Saturday night game. A lot of fans should a little bit nervous playing against the #1 team in the nation. As Cohen takes the ball here down the right sideline, finds Nasiri on the block. Nasiri posts up, takes a dribble, puts it up, no good off the front rim. Almost puts it back. Lowenstein with the rebound, gives it to Ben Winters.
Yeah, a nice look again there from MDY, but couldn't finish. The Cougars have to capitalize right here. So here we go with Solomon, back to Winters again. He passes back into Lowenstein. Lowenstein with a little jumper. Not his best shot opportunity right there. And MDY is going to go on the fast break.
Good block there from Andrew. Pinshot. Wow, on his arms long. He might be 6'1", but that wingspan has to be at least 6'4" to 6'5".
Yeah, I mean, seriously, he's been blocking shots ever since he was a little boy. And it's really been his best attribute to his game for sure.
Yeah, and number 34, Joe Sultan, out of the game, the 6'7", huge center, not really on the floor here for the Magen David Warriors. Let's see when he gets put in the game here to cause some disruptions.
So a quick 30-second timeout from Jonas Inger. And some things we've observed really on both teams, not a lot of domination yet, but on both teams haven't really been able to catch the ball. We've seen a lot of bobbling, and I think it's just the nerves. I
really do think it's the nerves. It was a Saturday night game. You're resting the entire day on Shabbos. It's hard to bounce back and all of a sudden flip that switch and start going full basketball mode. It's a very difficult transition, and I'm sure once we hit the second, third, and fourth quarter, we'll start to see way more. We'll start to see way more formal basketball start to go on.
Right. I think come second, third quarter, especially fourth, we'll see more poised basketball for sure. But as of right now, it's 4:30 left in the first period, about almost halfway done, and the Cougars have yet to score. So, they're definitely going to have to calm down a little bit, and if they want to stay in this game.
Yeah, I think the key is getting the ball to the main scorer, Ellie Lowenstein, who's averaging 21.5 points a game. Let's see if they can try to get him the ball early. Moed takes it on the wing. Good defense from Dweck. Ali gets the ball. Good pass to Zach. Out to Ben. Oh, stolen by Dweck. And I believe it will be blue ball.
They're confused. It's going to... So a little conference. They don't have a replay review, so I don't understand what they really could be talking about. It's going to be white ball. So going back to the Cougars, they catch another break. The MDY Warriors are everywhere. There are no room for careless passes here. The Cougars have to be really sharp on offense.
The margin for error with this team is so small. The slightest mistake and you'll give up a shot. Isaiah Lowenstein misses the corner three, but great rebound by Andrew. Pinch shot passes to Moed. Ooh, who just misses.
Yeah, a missed opportunity right there as Moed was able to get a nice putback, but not able to finish. So Nasiri drives in with the left hand, a beautiful finger roll out to finish. Took it back old school right there.
That was an amazing finish, I have to say, by Nasiri. The left hand guides it. That's an NBA type play as Ben dribbles quickly to Zach Solomon. Passes to Ali. Passes to Andrew.
So Mayor Rabibo checking in for Moed Billy Milner. This is Mayor's chance. He's been talking about, I guess, the level of playing time he's been getting this year hasn't been quite what he's been expecting, but now is his chance to shine. As he passes right inside to Lowenstein, he finished with the bucket. A nice look right there from Rabibo, and a great finish right there from Lowenstein.
And Mayor Rabibo, a great player, had a really successful season last year on JV, winning the championship. Let's see what he can do here on the varsity level as he gets his chance. As a 6'7" Sultan gets the ball.
Wow. Able to defend Sultan right there, and the Cougars will get another shot at it. 7-2, MDY leads, 3:10 left on the clock. Inside to Lowenstein at the free throw line. A head pass right to pin shot, but he can't finish at the bucket. A really, really nice play, and the Cougars can't capitalize.
Cohen takes the ball.
Oh, wow.
Good hesitation. Finds the Siri. Back to Cohen.
MDY taking a lot more time on offense than the Cougars have. We don't have the time of possessions, but I'm sure it's greatly favored in MDY.
Nasiri misses.
Yeah, a little bit of a force right there from Nasiri. I'm sure he could have gotten something better than that. So here goes Ben Winters driving on the 6'7" Sultan, and they're going to call a jump ball for possession arrow going to MDY.
Yeah, Ben Winters just has to get it going a little bit. He's a great player. He's a little bit on the smaller end, trying to attack the 6'7" Sultan, and I think Coach Singer's key is to try to get Sultan in foul trouble. So attacking him, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but as long as you're attacking, you'll be good.
Yeah, driving baseline here is Cohen, dumps it off to Sultan. Sultan working right there, a beautiful drop step. Totally got pin shot sleeping, and it's going to be 9-2. MDY looking good to start.
Yeah, nothing they can do about that. He's a huge guy. You just have to, you win some, you lose some. Just try not to foul him.
Again, something the coaches have said. Mayor's got to be ready when he gets in. He's right here, a pump fake shot, and he's blocked. So, pass down court.
Dweck.
Yeah, Dweck right out to Nasiri. It looks like they're going to reset. Dweck, the shot, fades away. No, Chujari with a putback. It is good. Ezra Diamond checking in.
Yeah,
something we did not expect tonight.
Yeah, Ezra
coming
Diamond,
off the bench, the injured Ezra Diamond coming in.
Ezra Diamond was ruled inactive before the game, and we didn't expect him to play, but I think he's going to get in as Ali hits a beautiful NBA-type pull-up jump shot around the free throw line. So
11-4, the Cougars still in this one. Really not that big of a lead right now. Inside to Sultan, and he's going to be fouled. Lowenstein got there a little too late for the double, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two.
I think the key is do not try to block Sultan because he's just too big. Just put your hands straight up. Don't try to jump and block him. As I heard actually Ali's father telling him before the game not to try to block him because it's only going to result in a foul. And it looks like he was right because he's just too tall. Put your hands up. Don't try to block him. Try to play good defense. Try to use your body. But jumping up.
Yeah, I mean, most importantly, try to stay in front of him because that's your best. That's your best bet, in my opinion.
Yeah, beautiful words. Yeah, Benny. He's just simply too big to try to block. Get a body in there. Put your hands up, and that's the only way you could stop him as he attempts his second free throw here with 11-4 MDY's way with 1:23 left. And he knocks it down to make it 12-4. Ben picks up the ball here for the Cougars.
So here we go with Bennett trying to run a fresh new play. He's going to find Rabibo right over here at the three-point line. Looking for Solomon on the other end of the court. Can't find him. Lowenstein at the top. He's driving in. Back out to Rabibo. And I think he stepped out of bounds, so it's going to go right to MDY. So Eddie Shrem checks in right now for Teddy Cohen in the closing minute of this first quarter.
So we have the two short guys going against each other. Let's see. Shrem is a pretty built dude. Let's see what goes against Ben, who's pretty built himself. As I try to find Bijuri at the top. Back to Shrem. To Nasir at the top of the key. See if they can continue his hot start.
Nasir inside to Sultan, the little jumper. Oh, just off.
It's a pretty shot there, but just rolls out as
I
Ben
wonder if the
takes it.
Cougars are going to try to hold for one here with 39 seconds left on the clock.
No signal here from Coach Singer, but I assume he'll be going for one. Never mind. Ellie shoots a three, no good. Good rebound by Mara B, but to keep it alive.
Yeah, Shrem came full force right there on Lowenstein. It's going to result into the region. So 29 seconds left. The Cougars get another chance after the missed three by Lowenstein.
Yeah, the Cougars, I feel like, despite the score, they could definitely hang with this team. It's just been a little bit of
Definitely a rocky start and maybe some nerves. Finds Solomon in the corner for three, just off. Oh, they really needed that one. Shrem's going to take it with 17 seconds left, a lot of time. We go with Nasiri. Nasiri to Shrem. They're going to call one shot as Winters gets up on top of Shrem, and it's going to be in the hands of Nasiri. So Nasiri looking to score. He takes the three on Solomon. Oh, and it just way off. The end of one.
So what are your thoughts, Benny, from the Cougars MDY game after one? What do you like and what are you not liking?
Definitely, a quick first quarter, something that the Cougars can definitely grow on. They had some nice opportunities. If they would have finished, this could really be a 2-4-point game. So
yeah,
it's really all about being sharp and about taking advantage of the opportunities that you're given, because they're not going to give you many of them.
Yeah, as I said before, the margin of error with
right.
this team is extremely small. And you can't make careless mistakes there, as it looks like the Cougars played a almost equal first quarter to the MDY Cougars, but MDY Cougars were doing the little things, and that's why they're up 8 points here after 8 minutes to go, and that's what they're so good at. That's what excellence is. It's doing the little things. It's constantly being on the boards, getting that tip pass, making the right cut, just doing everything possible to get that lead.
Right, exactly, and something to take note of. The coach of JDS, and I think also the coach of Sandy Spring, both in attendance here, looking to see what the Cougars have to offer as the Cougars take on Sandy Spring this coming Tuesday. Big game. Sandy is usually one of the top teams in the conference, as well as JDS. So both the coaches looking to see what the Berman Cougars exactly have in store for this year.
Yeah, exactly. Ezra Diamond will be starting off the second quarter here for the Cougars, and I think the key, as I said before, is get Lowenstein the ball. He has your 4 points right now. He's getting the looks right now, but try to feed him even more, and maybe try to get Maribel on that three-point shot. He's a three-point superstar. If we could get him the ball on the corner, that's a great shot there. As Ben brings up the ball here for the Cougars, passes to Mayer. Mayer shifts the ball a little bit.
He did.
And they call a travel on Mayer there.
Frustrated with the call. They call a travel.
Coach Singer definitely does not like that call, as Mayer has to continue pushing through some of these early turnovers.
MDY looking quick and sharp on offense as usual. Nasiri at the top of the key.
I know a lot of people were writing off the Magen David Warriors after the first game of JDS. Oh, they're not the hype. It was all the hype. They're overrated. But it looks like they're proving their name here. As Asher Fox, freshman, looks to check in. Zach Solomon steals the ball, dribbles it, finds Ben Winters. Good pass from Ben.
And a wide open three from Lowenstein is cash. You can hear him calling that all the way to Kent Mill. He's screaming for the ball right there. Finishes 12-7. The Cougars are back in this one.
The Kent Mill Forest MVP star aficionado shooter is hitting.
You can give him any name you want.
Throw any name you want. Throw a 6'7" Folt at him. Throw a strong, shifty guy like Nasiri at him. He will score. Scorers do scoring things.
And only getting better. So MDY starts with the ball here. 12-7, 6:54 left on the clock. Shrem looking to run a play right here as Falk steps up on him and he's going to get a steal. Falk looking for his first field goal. Oh, it's blocked. Rebound from Rabibo. He can't finish either. So
what a great recovery there.
Yeah, another missed opportunity right there. Wow, an amazing defensive play right there from Ellie Lowenstein. He does it on both sides of the floor. He covered ground. He found exactly what Nasiri wanted to do. He practically read his mind.
And that's why in practice you run those
2-on-2-1-1s.
Yeah.
Our favorite, Coach Jonas Singer.
Ben Winters swings it to Asher, the freshman. Asher, as Ezra Diamond slips.
Yeah, he slipped a couple times. I don't wonder what it is. And the pass back to Winters is over his head.
Yeah, Coach Sicker just telling the team to calm down. We're in this game. Slow it down a little bit. Get ready. Because right now the thing killing the Cougars right now is the nerves. They can maintain those nerves, then they'll be good. They're hitting their shots.
I mean, they're only down 5. It's really not a big deal. So pass to Cohen. Cohen's going to find Nasiri on the top of the key for his shot. And the possible 4-point play from Nasiri. It doesn't get much better than that, does it?
What a beautiful play from Nasiri. That was just amazing. The 4-point play to get hit on a 3-pointer and still knock down that 3. Absolutely breathtaking to watch. And there were people doubting Nasiri, but he looks like he's coming back and just proving all those doubters wrong, showing he still is the man to be dethroned in the Yeshiva World Basketball.
100%. As the full court press starts up again. Yeah, Ezra holding his eye. I think there was definitely something there. So some contact on the floor, but they're not going to call anything. So we see here, MDY is going to take it out for another opportunity. What was once a 5, you knew all the difference is a 4-point play right there. It was a 5-point game.
Yeah, that's a 4-point swing there.
So MDY starting again to Nasiri. Nasiri, the jab, the drive, finds Bijou underneath. The perfect setup right there.
And wow, it's a beautiful treat to watch Nasiri tonight as Ben gets tackled by the press, turns the ball over. Maybe a little bit of a foul there as Ali gets the ball in transition, looking to score.
He's holding onto the back of his shirt right there. I don't know if you saw that, but there's got to be a ref maybe behind that.
Yeah, these refs are definitely letting a physical game tonight. I guess they setting a precedent to say we're going to play physical. We'll let the calls come if they really come. But right now, looks like they're going to play physical tonight.
Yeah, the Cougars right now have got to maximize their possessions. They've got to make some moves.
As Moed Spilling Miller checks back in for Ezra Diamond, who has unlimited minutes. Good pass from Ben there to Ali Lowenstein. Bang!
It's too easy.
It's too easy. People might say this is turning into an Nasiri versus Ali Lowenstein battle right here. The two of these kings of the teams are going back and forth.
Don't tell us it's not what we expected as Nasiri can't handle the backdoor cut. Lowenstein on his fast break, looking for the open man. He's going to find Sperling Milner. Milner is going to find Falk, and the Cougars are just going to slow down their offense.
Moa takes the ball.
Sperling Milner. He finds Lowenstein again in the corner. Will he finish this one? He cannot. Yeah, they call Venetian. The Cougars are playing hard now. You can tell.
Yeah, they're in a sink. Ali Lowenstein, if he hit that 3, the crowd would have absolutely erupted there. If he had knocked that one down, as Zach Solomon gives the sophomore Better Winters a rest, as Asher will take the keys to this offense. Asher Falk, an unbelievable talent, only a freshman. He's been an amazing, skilled player since he was young, and he's one of the few freshmen to play on varsity. Let's see what he does this season. Good pass from Zach to Moed. Moed the fake. Finds Ali for the top of the key jumper. And knocks it goes in.
He gets the lucky roll. A nice last-minute find right there from Milner. And the Cougars are within 6. They got to build on this one right now.
Ali Lowenstein is absolutely unbelievable tonight, and it's just an absolute treat to watch as his foe tonight takes the ball.
Yes, his foe. It's great to see them clashing one-on-one. Dweck with a mid-range jumper, hand right in his face, finishes.
That was an
20-12.
NBA type pull-up there for Dweck. A really good shooter. As Ali gets the ball in a fast break, passes to Zach.
Oh, a tough finish. Whoa. Mid-air changes what he's going to do, and he finishes.
In the air like Jordan. Was that athletic from Zach Solomon? Oh my, hanging in the air.
That's one way to end, to go right to a timeout. Still 20-14, MGY in control, but wow, that's one way to take advantage of a full court press, if you ask me.
It's a 6-point game, but it feels like a tie-point game here, Benny. Teams are going back and forth. Stars are hitting on all cylinders tonight. And I think the key for the Cougars is try to get maybe someone else involved, because as the game transitions, Ali might cool off a little bit. They're going to put some extra defenders on him. Who's going to need that extra step? It's been Zach Solomon this season, and with that unbelievable hanging finish, I think Zach Solomon, if you get him involved, he's a dangerous player.
Agreed. They've got to have, and it's really all season long, they really got to have people step up. And Lowenstein he tries to share the wealth. He's not a ball hog. I mean,
Yeah, he just controls the entire offense. He finds people open, cuts, and it's a 6-point game, 4 minutes left. So you're down a little bit, but you're playing well. I think this game is anyone's game right now.
100%. I mean, yes, there's no shot clock, but it's definitely possible. So here we go,
Yeah,
MDY. That's Cohen to Nasiri in the corner. He's not going to shoot it. Cohen right over to Bijou. Finds Dweck. Nasiri, the shot, they're going to wave it off as they call a travel on Bijou on the pass to Nasiri. I think he might have taken an extra step there.
As they begin the full court
Press coming on, he finds Solomon. Solomon's going to have his wide open lane. And he's going to go in one! He slowed down, he accelerated, he was a car!
Oh my, Zach Solomon's a treat to watch on these fast breaks. It's what he's going to do next, the hanging jelly finish, the hanging and one finish, and wow, this is just beautiful to watch.
Listen, you just said you got to have someone stepping up. And what is he doing right now? He's stepping up. You love to see it.
You love to see it. Zach Solomon an all-around
just
player.
misses.
Oh, he gets his own
He
rebound.
gets his own rebound. He's going to shoot the three. Oh, he just misses. Interesting.
The crowd would have gone
Interesting,
bananas there if he hit
interesting
that
look there
one.
from Solomon. He probably felt the hot hand. Dweck in the corner. That's going to be a three. He's going to hit. So just like that, MDY responds.
Mayor Bebo.
For three, Milner. He can't hit. Oh, the ball is just getting batted around everywhere. And Dweck's going to be by himself on the fast break. A foul right there from Falk. Dweck won't finish, but he'll go to the line for two. So a lot just happened. A lot to dissect right now.
Yeah, a lot to dissect. Thank God for that foul call, because there were so many crazy plays that we just witnessed. All the press breaks going on right now, trying to defeat this incredibly good press from the MDY Warriors. It seems that the Cougars have been finding the long ball pretty helpful in this press. No one's really covering the long ball, trying to get that open layup good. And let's see if the Cougars can try to fix some of these mistakes and head into the half. Maybe if they can try to maybe cut it to 4, I think that's what Coach Singer wants.
So a missed second from Dweck right there. And the Cougars will take control with 3:08 left.
Andrew Pinchot in for the game. Maybe try to add some more rebounding there for the Cougars. Betterman just takes the ball at the top of the key. Runs a little bit to Ellie, a little bit. Finds Zach Solomon.
Oh, he hesitates on the shot. Driving baseline. Finds Lowenstein out for the three. Oh, he just misses. So the Cougars really should be a little more patient as MDY dribbles up the court here. Nasiri over to Dweck in the corner. His shot just out.
Yeah, Cougars really got a break there. Dweck, a good shooter, cannot leave him open easily on the baseline. Someone has to be guarding that easy break there for the Cougars. But you like to see Ellie Lowenstein aggressive, even though he missed that one. Finds Melwood for the floater. No good. And I think last touch by Ellie Lowenstein.
And you saw they fed Ellie right there on the free throw line. All he's got to do is turn and go. I mean, it's there for him every single time.
It is there for him. He's a shooter. He's a scorer. Coach Singer telling him on the way back, shoot that shot. That's your shot, Ellie. Shoot that shot every time. Dweck has the ball, guarded by Moed. So just in a series.
Yeah, MDY moving. Nehemias passes inside to Dweck. Dweck the jab and go. He's going to clear out some room for himself in a block. But the MDY's going to stay with it. Yep, and they're going to call the reaching right there on Lowenstein.
Yeah, I tried to pick that ball right there, but accidentally got some arm instead of a Wilson. But great defense there from the Cougars, recovering after a strong move by Dweck. They're recovering well from the good cut by MDY, but a good move by Cohen. Finds Bougie. Misses. Ellie Lowenstein on the rebound.
Lowenstein's going to go by himself. He's off to the races. Finds Solomon. Back to Lowenstein. Oh, and a gorgeous sequence of events right there. Goes out to the Cougar bucket.
Great play there. Wow.
Like, whoa.
The two seniors just going back and forth, helping this Cougars team to life. Nobody else really scoring. As a three.
Bricks. And that really reminded me of Scotty and MJ right there. Zach Solomon being Scotty and Ellie Lowenstein being MJ. And when they used to pass to each other, they were just unreal with it. And I can see a little, I can compare them, the two, very well. Yeah, they're going to call it travel. I think he stuck his leg a little more. A good thought and a good move right there from Henshaw.
You want the sophomore to be aggressive. He's still learning, but what's clear is that he's an absolute talent. He's athletic. He's tall. A little more thought into his play, and he'll be a ready-made star.
100%. So Teddy Cohen, right here with it.
Let's see if the
Cougars right here from Ben Winters.
Let's see if the Cougars can maybe cut it to 2 here.
Another rebound from Lawson. He's going to push by himself. He seems to be quicker than everyone on the court, which is why he's been taking up the ball.
Yeah, he's really speeding up the court there with his lengthy body. He calls for the ball in the corner.
The Cougars looking for something here, a crucial possession going into the half. Wow, they're going to call an offensive foul. A late call right there from the ref, and a nice layup from Sperling Milner, but the Cougars just can't seem to catch a break.
Yeah, Coach Singer not liking that call there, and I disagree with it as well. He was late to the charge, but I guess we'll have to trust the refs on this one, as 30 seconds left here on the clock.
Sometimes if it doesn't look good, they'll just call the charge, which was probably the case there.
As Cohen takes the ball here. This series been a little bit quieter in this second quarter.
Cohen's got 19 seconds, and it looks like MDY is going to hold for one. Cougars looking to keep this a 6-point game, while MDY looking to increase. He's got 10 seconds. MDY doesn't look passes to Nasiri. Nasiri at the top, back to Cohen. 3 seconds, they got to do something. And they're going to call the foul. I think they have one to give. Sultan's going to come in for probably a...
Yeah, with 2 seconds left, maybe Sultan can get a quick inbound bucket, or maybe even a lob to Fulton.
Big on big coming in right now with 2.6, trying to prevent maybe a tip-in or an oop or something here.
Yeah,
the Cougars want to go into this half feeling happy.
Yeah, Delion takes up the ball here, finds the big man.
Yep, he's going to go to the line and shoot too.
Really smart move there by the coach.
Yeah, a perfect execution right there from.
Yeah, really smart coaching from MDY to put in the big guy, throw the lob, and he's too big. You have to foul him. Let's see if maybe he can knock down these free throws to change it to an 8-point game. And Cougars looking to cut that game to 4 and the half to a little more manageable. But looks like they could be heading into an 8-point deficit at the end of this half. Fulton shoots the second, and it goes. And yeah, they're down 8 points. Maybe a miracle can get the Cougars a shot off here.
A total missile shot right there from Moed. And after 2, it's the Magen David Yeshiva Warriors 26 and the Rimmon Cougars 18. We will be back to start the second half soon. See you later. and the Magen David Warriors 26. Some keys to the second half presented by Isaac Kushner.
The Magen David Warriors looking extremely pumped up. They want to put this game away. They look angry. And the Cougars, they look a little bit upset about themselves. They're like, we made some mistakes. We could easily be tied or potentially even winning this game right now. Definitely a little bit upset with themselves. They feel like they can be doing a better job. And we'll see these next 16 minutes. What will happen? They're down 8. The Magen David Warriors look a little bit pumped up. And we said before, the keys to the game were getting Ali involved for the Cougars and getting the Siri involved for the Magen David Warriors. And those both seem to be the case here, as Ali Lowenstein has been on fire, and the Siri been nothing short of excellent here with the 4-point play.
Yeah, I think you might have been a little too loud. But, so here we go. The Cougars back out with their starting 5. I'm assuming Magen David will follow with the same.
Fulton looks like we'll be taking the bench to start.
You know what I want to see here? I want to see
Benny?
the Cougars. I want to see I want to see sharp basketball. I want to see high level
IQ basketball.
intellectual basketball, if I will.
Yeah, I understand that a lot. I want the Cougars to be moving the ball with a focus, with a certain drive.
With a passion, almost.
Being aggressive, but yet focused. In the first half, I think they definitely had the aggressive part down, but they weren't so focused. As Ben starts to pick up the ball in full court. Interesting take here, as the quick MDY Warriors are very good against the man. They put Solomon against the Siri. Brett gets the ball here on Mowed. Good move.
Yes, he did.
And they call a travel on Breck here as they get into the full court press, which has given the Cougars a little bit of trouble. But let's see if they use the deep ball like they've been using.
Wow. He got there in like a second. And already the Cougars have the lead. A nice broken pass right there. 26-20. The Cougars on the board in the second half.
Mola looking like Zach Solomon, looking like the flash over there, catches the ball and immediately bursts to the basket for a quick layup. Zach Solomon and Ali Lowenstein looking like the great 1-2 punch that we all thought they would be.
So yeah, back into their man defense again are the Cougars. Bijou looking for the post player, which is going to be Nahamis. Back out to Nasiri. Back to Teddy Cohen for the reset.
Teddy Cohen, good crossover.
ISO right there with Ben, and it's going to be stolen away. Solomon driving in the finger roll, and the bank! The bank is open on a Saturday night.
Wow! Is Zach Solomon a treat to watch on these fast breaks as he cuts to the game for 4?
It's insane. It's like I'm playing a video game. I'm holding a controller right here, and I'm programming him.
I've seen Zach Solomon do similar things during lunch basketball, as the high school students like to call it lunch ball. But he is high-flying tonight as Siri cools the crowd down with a beautiful three-point shot.
It just seems that every single time the Cougars have got something here. Oh my!
Interesting play there as Andrew's open for a layup as he gets the ball.
And it just seems that every time the Cougars get something, the Siri responds with something of his own.
Andrew with a beautiful putback there. That's what he's there for, that height, that strength. As Cohen picks up the ball. Finds Nahamis. Back up to Cohen. Ben, good defense there.
Back door. Nasiri. Pull up. Got it.
What a play there. To fit that ball in that tiny window at the backdoor cut was amazing.
Yeah, that's just pure talent right there.
Pure talent. Zach Solomon gets the ball here, finds Andrew in the corner. Pump fake. A little slow to get to the rim there.
And it's stripped away. Bijou by himself to Cohen. Finishes with his left.
Great fundamentals there. It's a 9-point game again suddenly after some layups from Zach Solomon.
It's just very easy for MDY to recover. And I think that's something that Berman has to keep in mind when building a lead. They really have to keep with it. A 3 right there from Solomon. He can't finish again. So as well as he's been playing inside, he hasn't been able to finish with a triple yet.
Good defensive play here from the Cougars.
Wow, he's on the court. A little excited there is coach of MDY.
As the MDY players signaled for a live stream as they wanted that play to be reevaluated.
I don't know if that's how it works, but I mean, it's something that could possibly work.
Maybe in a game-winning scenario, they would use a live stream to decide a play.
And maybe we would be the MVPs. I mean,
I thought we were already the MVPs, Benny, but definitely they would maybe go to that as Sultan, my bad.
powers it in. So just like that.
The lead is 11.
What? We saw, a good consistent 8 probably seconds of pure amazing basketball right there from Berman, and with a snap of our fingers, it turns right into.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but
2
minutes earlier I saw Zach Solomon hit a banked layup looking like the Flash. It was a 4-point game. I thought we had this one. We're going to turn the corners, get this lead back, and all of a sudden a 3 from Nasiri, some backdoor cuts, and all of a sudden it's a 9-point game as the Cougars have to call timeout.
So, still a lot of time left. It's not something the Cougars should be scared of.
Yeah, the MDY's coach, his press has been working beautifully, even though giving up some layups. I think the coach is living with some of these layups, knowing that it kind of gets in the Cougars' head a little bit. It's frightening them a little bit. It's causing some issues, causing some technical issues down the stretch. And I think that's why the MDY Warriors are going to be using this press, even though it's giving up some layups, as the Cougars come out here to bring up the ball. Solomon brings up the ball here. Quick screen from Ali as he turns the corner. Stolen the ball here by Cohen. And he gets a lefty finish. And I was definitely not seeing this type of poise with MDY Warriors or GS.
I definitely didn't see it. I don't know if we were watching the same game, but MDY did not look this good.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, they're definitely not the same team tonight. They look angry. They look possessed. Ali with a cross-up, pull-up 3.
Ooh. I don't think he held his follow-through for long enough. As Dweck back to Nasiri. Back inside to Bijou with a beautiful sequence of plays. Wow. So now is a 15-point game.
What a play there by the MDY Warriors. By Nasiri, the touch pass. Ben Winters to Andrew, pin shot. Moe on the play. Doesn't get the foot to go. This game is slowly slipping away out of the Cougars' hands as Nasiri gets the ball. It's a 15-point game.
So Rabibo checking in for Moed.
Potentially maybe to hit some threes, get this
he's
game back
going
in
to get another
stretch.
crack at it. As the Cougars need their shooting to improve drastically if they want to stay in this game.
They're getting the looks they want. It's the shooting that's holding them back right now. As Cohen takes the ball here. Around half court, guarded by Ben Cuffley. Bedford playing great defense. Nasiri launches from 3. Bang! Bang! Nasiri, what a player. And he's shutting up all those haters that are saying he doesn't deserve to have the hype that he does in there. Beaver gets the ball here to Ali Lauenstein. Tough pull-up jumper just off the rim. Good hustle there from Andrew to get the ball. Ooh, just misses the layup. Sultan.
They're just beating the Cougars down every single time. And I think that's what's hurting them. Is that MDY's always got a guy. It's really just crazy to see. Every single time they're throwing the ball down court, finding somebody.
Yeah, they're jumping up like football players, grabbing that ball and turning into a transition, making beautiful passes. They're in the air, 3 feet in the air, and then all of a sudden making a beautiful dime. I don't know how they do it. Eyes in the back of their head for Nasiri and Cohen. And then Fulton is another monster to that MDY team as Dweck hands the ball off to Nasiri. Nasiri, dribble handoff move to Cohen, trying to maybe waste some time here. Good defense there, way to read the play. High IQ basketball player like we talked about. Ali finds Ben.
To Ben, yeah. Ben to Solomon. Solomon inside to Rabiba, who's sealing. Passes outside. Pin shot for 3, no good. And then again, MDY. They've got a fast break. Nasiri right to the basket with the finish.
It seems like every single second I see Nasiri with the ball on a fast break as Ben trying to translate his own offense, make it a little more aggressive. I think Ben's still yet to attempt a field goal attempt. Oh! Yes!
That was ridiculous. That was insane. Still a 17-point game, but
Whoa! Oh my gosh, did Zach Solomon just put on an absolute individual clinic as he drops him, man, and knobs the 3 in his face. Is that one for some Yeshiva league pass?
That was, I think they got that on video, obviously, because we were streaming. But so we gotta submit that or something. That was crazy.
That was absolutely House of Highlights, Bleacher Report, Instagram worthy, because wow. Just wow. Maybe a little that play, maybe to brighten up the day here for the Cougars as they're still down 17 points. Nasiri gets the ball here. Tough defense by Ben. Ben on Nasiri. Shabatot to Dweck. Dweck back to Nasiri. Nasiri launches from 3. Ooh. Wanted to quiet that crowd. Ali gets the ball here. Maybe a comeback still in the works.
Ooh. I think Pinchot was looking for the open man, but
no one was there. Someone cut too early.
There. So 17-point game.
Nasiri picks up the ball. As they think like they called a travel on Nasiri here, as Ben brings up the ball here.
Cougars still trying to stay in the fight here.
Yeah, that play by Zach really gave the Cougars
maybe a second.
Let's see if they can do anything about it. Maybe goes for 3. Blocked. Andrew, putback. They want the foul.
They don't call a foul. Pinchot probably shouldn't have taken that extra dribble. Yeah, this series trouble.
As another travel for Nasiri.
So a new face, Manopla.
Manopla checks in the game here. These Sephardic names are a little hard to pronounce as Winters takes the ball. Good pass to Drew, who gets denied at the rim. Good block from MDY Warriors to Nasiri on the Blake. Good pass.
What a finish. They can finish at will, and it's something that you don't see from every high school basketball team.
This Magen David basketball is truly...
I think that's been the separation between these two teams. It's finishing ability and running the floor.
And I know Cougars...
Winters drops a 3. So the Cougars still trying to stay in the fight, stay in this game. 13-point game.
As Ben Winters wet from 3, you love to see him get involved.
It's a 16-point game.
I thought 14-point game.
14.
It's very doable in the 8-minute quarters. But looks like MDY is going to take it smart and run the clock a little bit. As a call for a moving screen.
Yeah, a moving screen. A second, the second offensive foul called by MDY in a row. 39 seconds to play. The Cougars definitely look for something. I'm thinking triple here. I'm thinking a triple.
A 14-point game, a triple here
would be nice. Would be helpful.
11. I mean, any points would be nice, of course. Winters finds Abibo, the sharpshooter, to Diamond. Back to Abibo. Abibo, double covered.
A good find inside to Diamond with 25 seconds left. It's going to be the first foul on the defensive side.
So it looked like this game would be slipping away from them, from the Cougars, but yet they find themselves with the ball. 25 seconds left in the third, down 14. Any points here would definitely give a sign of light for the fourth to come. Vibo can't find anyone open. Looks for Ali, he saves him.
Yeah, gets him at the last second.
Finds Ben. He's covered tightly. After knocking down that clutch three, look at Rabibo. Rabibo's wide open.
Oh, you can't find him. Lowenstein's got 12 seconds. He's got Ben. Starters. The floater. No good. And he finishes. Good. Nice layup right there. He's got 1 second. Nasir with a running shot. Just off. Didn't look bad, but a 14-point game. MDY running away with this one. The Cougars still trying to show some fight.
Yeah. 12-point game here as my water was stolen.
Bijou.
But it's fine.
Something to say. He says, come on.
These MDY Warriors truly incredible tonight. Finishing on the fast break, knocking down threes. The combination of Sultan, Nasiri, and Dweck has just been amazing to watch. But it's 8 minutes left. There's 12 points here. Obviously, obviously, Coach Singer didn't imagine such a bad third quarter, but they kind of came away with the game. They kind of came away with some nice plays here late in the third quarter.
I think you're trying to hold in your laughter. What we are witnessing right here. I think, thank goodness, we don't put mics in this Magen David huddle because, yeah, let's just say the least, we might all be scarred for life, but that was a little crazy.
Yeah, there might be a few bleeps have to be subbed in there for the MDY coach, but it's all good. Everyone's
All
heated.
family here.
You love to see the intensity.
Kulam, you know what they say, Kulam achim banefesh. So, we're all friends here.
Yeah, you love to
looking to show some fight here.
You love to see the MDY coach pumped up. Marabibo open, finds Ezra Diamond.
A beautiful move, but he can't finish. Oh, wow, that was nice. Right to Nasiri. Nasiri, the Euro, finds underneath Bijou back out. And Cohen is going to take his time because that is definitely the #1 priority right now. Stolen away by Falk.
As Asher Falk gets a steal, delivers to Ben Winters. The young backcourt, Marabibo for 3.
Oh, another air ball from Mayer. He passes to Onsi when he wasn't looking. Bijou with the layup right there.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have given him that water.
Yeah, as he spurs and hits a clutch layup to put that game to 16 points. And that's just what's difficult right now. It's a 16-point game, only 7 minutes left. Time really gets a Cougar size. Asher gets the ball, gives it to Diamond. Ali, pull up, knocks it down.
That's good. So despite the Cougars' performance tonight, Ellie's still, being himself. He's really done everything in his control to keep the Cougars in this one.
No matter the score, Ellie will always get his.
It's really just amazing to see Ellie perform this way.
Dweck gets the ball here, covered by Rabibo.
So Dweck
dribbles the ball here.
Magen David. Oh, here we go. Losian by himself. Oh, and he can't finish on the and 1. But he does get to the line.
So Ellie Lone Team will try to push the game to a 12-point game, 6 minutes left. And let's say he hits his 2 free throws. What's the timeline now looking for the Cougars? You're down 6 minutes. Of course, the Magen David Warriors will try to hold the clock. But the key is
you didn't have to take a drink in the middle of your sentence.
Benny, your Sprite looked really good, so I had to take a sip.
Sprite, the official drink of the Berman Cougars.
As Ellie knocks down a free throw to make it a 13-point game. I think the key right now for the Cougars is 3-point shots and steals because the clock's against you and you need as much points as possible. So look for a lot of threes and a lot of heavy on-ball defense. As Ellie shoots the second, and it goes. 12 free throws left from Ellie.
A 12-point game right now. 4 threes. All right, let's do it. 4 threes. I think that's possible.
They subbing Mo. It's Billy Milner here. He's going to try to guard maybe to spark some offense through some defense.
Yeah, it's going to be on Asher Falk. Hands in there a little too much.
A funny dialogue. A beautiful moment here from the Magen David Warriors coach and Coach Singer talking about the reffing.
Welcome to Maryland Reffing. We give you the vibes.
As Coach Singer laughs it off, as Nasiri here passes to Bayham. Better. Passes to
Sultan. The 6'7" Sultan. Rise. Right to Bijou. And outside to Nasiri. Nasiri taking all his time right now.
Good defense there from Asher Falk. And Magen David Warriors doing exactly that, holding the clock.
Oh, good move right there from Nasiri, but he can't finish. So Moed Sperling Milner taking the ball up. In sort of a rush. He's going to find Falk. Falk right there. Inside to Diamond. Can't finish on the rim. Oh, and he can't finish again.
Moed another rebound.
Moed totally swatted away by Sultan. This is all the way from Beta. Beta with the left hand finish and the N1. Puts the icing on the cake right there from MDY.
Yeah, that was truly a treat to watch. Could potentially make it a 15-point game. And it looks pretty easy, a simple layup, but it's a hard left layup. Varsity was a Zach Solomon chasing you. Difficult play to convert, and that's what the great teams separate themselves from the good teams. To be able to hit those tough layups, hit those free throws. And
100%. You see Beta, this is his first minutes in the game, already making an impact. That's something the Cougars can definitely learn from.
As Beta knocks down the free throw, and then they set up the press. Ezra Diamond gets the ball. Moed passes to Ezra. He's blocked. As Ben subs in for Asher.
The inbound here from Milner, he's going to find Diamond. He forces it. Cohen's got two guys. Beta back to Cohen. Cohen is going to lose it and staying with Magen David somehow.
They'll take a little bit of a foul there, but the MDY Warriors will be throwing the ball in here with 4:58. And the Magen David Warriors have been doing exactly what they wanted to be doing, holding that ball on, holding onto the ball as...
How did Magen? How did they lose to JDS? How did they do that?
That's simply the question to
Were you there?
ask. I was at the game. That was not the same Magen David team playing today.
wasn't.
They look electrified as fan favorite Zombie chips in the game for Ezra Diamond. You love to see that. And the Cougars, as those will probably not win this game. It's a non-league game, just a friendly scrimmage between two Jewish teams, but definitely something to learn from. As the Sir gets the ball here in the corner, a little too high. The refs were getting a handful today.
Yeah,
From both
definitely
coaches.
getting a piece of their mind.
Moed catches the wild pass. Spin move.
Oh, what a move! Put him on the spin cycle right there. 51-38. The Cougars down, and a timeout called by Magen David. A beautiful move right
It's a
there.
13-point game. It's time to jack some threes up. Try to hustle for some steals. But, Benny, let me ask you this question. The Cougars definitely have to have in their back of their mind that their foe JDS beat this team by 20, that they're now down by 13 by. That has to be in the back of their minds.
They may be 5-0. You know, walking through the hallways, their heads up and everything. But they've got a long road ahead of them. And this is, I don't want to say it's a wake-up call because they didn't expect to come into this game with a win. They didn't. But it's something to keep in mind that, seasons come with adversity, and they come with challenges, and the way to overcome them is seriously just practice, and it's experience. And this is a game that the Cougars needed. They needed experience on what is a typical team that they're going to face this year, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly that. The biggest game of the year, every single year for Cougars, is that game versus JDS, and it's looking scary right now as we're losing to a team by 13 while JDS beat that team by 20. Of course, it doesn't really seem like the same team, but we'll see when that matchup occurs. As 4:32 left, 13-point game. Magen David Warriors, if you're just signing in here.
So what just happened?
Little confusion here. I wasn't too sure what was going on between the refs.
I think we've asked that question a little too many times. What just happened?
I don't really know what was going on over there.
I don't know how either. That was a response to Coach of Magen David. I'll try to get his name after the game. But he goes, I don't know how you deal with these refs. So
Seems like a great guy. Nasir with a beautiful spin finds Fulton. As we get the electrifying response from Coach Norm Levin, who definitely disagrees with the call.
something in common we have with Coach Norm Levin.
Yeah, me and Benny both taught by the amazing bar mitzvah teacher Norm Levin. As Colin dribbles the ball here, 4 minutes left, guarded by Ben Winters. And they call for 5 seconds. as the Brooklyn coach makes
They're
no
laughing.
crack
This
up.
is funny.
He was only dribbling for 2 seconds, which I also realized as Nasir gets a steal. Bounce pass.
So that is how you play fast. Magen David soars to the basket as they extend the lead to 53 to 38.
Taking no foot off the gas pedal here as Lowenstein triple teamed.
Solomon at the top of the key. Izzy Falk checking into this game.
His fan favorite Izzy Falk within a second of the game.
The crowd erupts. He's in the game. Let's see what he can do here.
As fan favorite Izzy Falk, an electrifying three-point shooter, also the crowd favorite, checks in the game, getting better.
I think it's two bench guys going at each other, which is nice.
And Betta and Sultan. I'm Betta and Falk. So definitely a great learning opportunity, like you said, Benny, to take away from this game. Even though it's a loss, you can learn from every game as this series easily gets the backdoor cut in for an easy layup. Yeah. As Ben makes someone stumble a little bit, maybe get the crowd a little into it. They've been a little quiet ever since Magen David took over.
And I think, Isaac, we've been a little quiet too. I've noticed we're like...
Yeah, the mood's drifting a little bit as a possible win seeming less and less likely as Ali shoots a three. Misses, and Sultan just huge on the boards there as the series pushes it.
Oh, what a pass! That was unbelievable. That pass
I cannot believe what I just saw from this series. Steph Curry-esque, Chris Paul-esque, whatever you want to call it. The fake with the left and the dish with the right. Beautiful.
That was
beautiful.
Legitimately insane.
I don't know if the camera got a good angle on that shot, but
because there are some there were some plays we could definitely be submitting to the Yeshiva League pass.
100%. This may be a little bit lopsided with the MDY Warriors winning, but there's been some crazy ankle breakers, tough layups, incredible threes as Zach Winters, another fan favorite, checks in the game here for Zach Solomon.
Zach, primarily known for his defense. First year on the team, a senior. So Bijou with his second shot, no good. The water boy is no good. So Ali Lowenstein's pass to Izzy Falk in the corner is not going to get to him. So the possession will go over to MDY as a timeout is called. Coach, you want a sinker?
So Benny, let me ask you this question. What do you think led to this rout by the Magen David Warriors?
It's a level of focus and what we talked about of margin of error. I think that the Cougars had in this game. They really didn't play a bad game. I mean, if I wouldn't be lying to you if I said, they played well, because they did.
But exactly.
Do I think that MDY totally outplayed us? Yes.
Obviously.
Coach will kill him if he says something. So maybe after the game we'll get a chance to talk to Bijou. Really just been a funny guy.
He's been a commentator table favorite here from me and Benny as he's come back multiple times for a sip of water.
Maybe I should finish off my Sprite before that one's finished off too.
He continues to drain our hydration, but good for him. He's played a great game. He deserves it. As Schramm takes the ball here for the Cougars, as Ben has been a full man press.
Nasir sitting out for his first time today. Boy, has he had a good one. So Monopola takes the three, no good. Rebound, a pin shot, and taking it down is going to be Ben Winters.
As Asher Fox check in again. The
deep three, no good.
The four pair, you have the two pairs of brothers, Zach Winters and Ben Winters will be playing together, and Izzy Falk and Asher Fox playing together.
So actually the first missed three of the year for Izzy.
Has he made every single three?
He's made two of two.
Wow, so.
Yeah, he had the best, probably still does have the best
percentage
percentage on the team.
2 for 3, that's 66%. That's really good three-point percentage.
2:20 left on the clock. Probably going to dribble it out. Monopola, the three, no good. Rebound, Monopola on his own shot. And Shrem is going to start it up again for MDY.
As the Cougar fans try the technique of counting down from 5.
I feel like that only
to 1.
works when you got like 10 seconds left, not 2 minutes.
Yeah,
But,
I think they're trying to trick the MDY Warriors into thinking that there's only 10 seconds left. I don't think they're falling for it. As Asher brings up the ball, in and out move, passes to Zach. Zach finds Zombie for the turnaround, just off the rim. Oh, Izzy almost slaps the ball in. The ball's on the floor. The MDY Warriors have it. Looks like it'll be a jump ball.
It's good to see that they're still fighting. I mean, the thing about late games is that bench players always have a reason to play, and they always have a reason to play hard. So, you know, games don't get stupid, especially when players have something to play for.
Yeah, it's always good to see players fighting for playing time, working hard, even though the game might be over.
100%. It ain't over till it's over. I mean, seriously. Doesn't mean they'll come back, but there's more to a game than just winning, in my opinion.
And you have the 3 coaches there in the corner. You have Marlon Clay, coach of JV, and then
Sandy Spring, new coach.
New coach of Sandy Spring.
I just saw on Twitter he's the head of Maryland Elite Basketball. That's pretty cool, I would say, to have your...
see, as other teams try to see what they're going to get from the Bourbon Cougars, who still played well tonight. They faced a really good team.
Talk right there from Lesnoy. He can't finish. MDY running down, and they're just putting the mustard on a hot dog right now.
Yeah,
must go up 64-38.
Yeah, mustard on a hot dog is a great way to say it. They're trying to run that score up to send to Jewish Hoops America to show that they really routed this Bourbon Cougars team. As the Cougars turn it over, Izzy Falk picks the ball up. Getting trapped, finds Andrew.
Falk for 3. That's Asher. He's off.
He misses everything there.
It's going to say white ball, 27 seconds left.
So, yeah, I'll say my 3 takeaways from this game are
1.
That the Bourbon Cougars are a good team. They have to remain a little more focused, though.
2.
The second takeaway is that the MDY Warriors really are an incredible team, even though people doubted them after that JDS game. I don't think that they were the team that played against JDS. And Izzy with the pull-up. And he got it.
Woo! Woo! Making the most of your playing time right there. Izzy Falk gives you your 3rd takeaway of the game. Right there. Right inside, he's got 7 seconds left. Magen David not going to dribble out the clock as Monopola takes the 3, misses again. And the game is over.
Great game from both sides.
A great game on both sides. It was a tale of 2 teams. I mean, really, one team in the MDY Warriors who had poise, strength, and speed throughout the entire game, and the Cougars, who were still focused, played a good game, but came up short.
And my final takeaway here my final 3rd takeaway here from the game is that the Bourbon Cougars will be a team to be reckoned with at Sarachek. Even though they lost here by 24, this is the number 1 team that'll probably be ranked at Sarachek, and they really played an amazing game. And this is Isaac Kushner.
And this is Benny Margulies. Till next time, see you later. Catch the Cougars on Tuesday night against Sandy Spring.
Are you gonna get it? Are you gonna get it?